Okay, everybody, apologize if you end up getting this video later, and for people that's watching live, like I said, apologize for the delay again. So I'm hoping sometime next week, I get that sorted out, so we won't have this delay or something like this again. Hope we can get that fixed. But welcome to WFSO Aftermath. Of course, you guys that's watching on YouTube and watching live on Twitch, yes, we're live. Well, except for this pre-recorded version. As I was explaining to you guys with the pre-recorded version of, this video, like you get to see like my laptop screen as I'll talk about, like the game, like the Bucks game, wrestling news, or if I do like a trade scenario or things like that. Which I thought I was gonna do that tonight, but I probably can't squeeze it in here, but we'll see how that goes. But let's talk about the game first. Some effort. It's like no effort in the second quarter, and then again the fourth quarter it wasn't much effort either, and they, let the bench do their thing, and it's crazy. See Pat Connaughton getting like lesser minutes, but still getting. It's crazy. Like look at Beauchamp, 7 points in 7 minutes. That's saying something that they should have played him in the first place. But he did kind of explain that he didn't see how the bench how the young guys play and stuff like that. But you had all you had since you got there to look at them running to practice to see how see how they play. Which, in my opinion, I don't think he did that many practice games with the team. So I think that's probably one of the reasons why they have their issues now. Like some players say they don't watch much film, and some players be like, well, they practice, but it seems like they just don't play enough. It's it's like mind blowing. Let me shut up. Well, for you doing that, people on Twitch get to saw what you just did.
You can see me from here.
On Twitch, yeah.
Oh Lord. It was a candy bar. And I was threatening to steal it.
Yes, you were.
You were mean to me.
I wasn't mean.
You were too.
Aw.
And I'm glad you told me that because I was going to flash you. So I'm glad you told me because everyone would have seen.
Oh my God. We were like, no, don't cancel me. I've been kicked out of Twitch. Oh God. But yeah, let's get to the quarters because I'm kind of like, hate that the season end like this and like we have no bench. Well, I wouldn't say we have no bench. It's just like they're just not using their bench. Just put it that way.
They don't know how to use that bench.
Yeah, you can say that again. You got Ty Washington. He had 6 points in 7 minutes. Um, I don't know. Maybe they signed Ty Washington in the offseason. If they don't keep Patrick Beverly, which he didn't do that great today either. But he's mostly there for his like defense. So anywho, let's go to the quarter status. Milwaukee was up on the first quarter, 30-22. Then second quarter at just some point, it just they wasn't really scoring that much. It's like look at them, 12 to Orlando's 25. The lowest the Bucks has scored, and seems like the first quarter was the lowest that Orlando scored and the highest that the Bucks has scored. It just don't make no doggone sense. Third quarter, Orlando was up 33-29. So it seemed like they had like a little bit of fight in their hands with that in the third quarter. Fourth quarter, they just kind of let it go. Um, 17-33. And most of the points party came from Tarzan Washington, my job bowl champ. They both combined with like 13 points out of that 17. So what was the star lineup when they was playing was doing in the fourth quarter? Absolutely nothing. Oh God. Well, let's get to the team status. Like I still believe in my team, but it's like just kind of running low, and it's like a roller coaster season. It just don't make any sense. Just put it that way. We're gonna start with Milwaukee, 30 of 75 from the field with 40%. The worst that they probably ever shoot, 7 of 27 with 25.9%, which will be say 26% from three. And one of the best free throw shooting they ever had this season, 21 of 23 with 91.3% from the free throw line. Yeah, this is better. 7 offensive rebounds with a total of 34 rebounds. That's horrible. 16 assists, which they do need to do more like passing the ball and sharing the ball. 10 steals, which is pretty good as well. 4 blocks and a horrible 17 turnovers, with Chris Middleton with the most turnovers with 4. Just horrible. And now we're gonna go to Orlando's team status. 42 to 85 with 49.4% from the field. Orlando wasn't doing that good at 3-point shooting anyway, but a little bit better than the Bucks. 11 of 35 with 31.4% from the three. Uh, Good free throw shooting by them. Only 18 to 19 with 94.7%. You might say that's 95. 7 offensive rebounds with a total of 43 rebounds. Do they get the? Oh, okay, yeah, okay. They got the same amount of offensive rebounds, but the Magic got like more rebounds with a total of 43. 27 assists, 11 steals, 5 blocks, and only 11 turnovers. I'll say better than ours. Okay, now what is good to talk about the starting five? We're gonna going back to a few of his old habits, but we'll get to Brooke in a minute. Bobby Portis tied with the team high in points with 17, 2 blocks, 2 steals, 1 assist, 10 rebounds. So a double double for him. 2 for 2 from the free throw, 3 or 4 from three, and 6 to 9 from the field. So probably one of his best shooting games. So good for him. Oh, sorry. But just everybody else is just like on a different story. Just doesn't make any doggone sense. Okay. Chris Middleton, same score with Bobby with 17. 4 turnovers, which is really ridiculous. 1 steal, 5 assists, 3 rebounds with 1 offensive rebound, 5 of 6 from the free throw, 0 of 4 from 3. Ouch. Um, and 6 of 15 from the field. Yeah, that's really horrible. Brook Lopez with 11 points, 2 blocks, 3 rebounds with 2 offensive rebounds. Yeah, this is horrible. So I got a feeling he's gonna go. He's gonna be going next season. Try to trade him for something. Who knows? Perfect 2 from the free throw, 1 to 3 from 3, and 4 of 9 from the field. Damian Lillard had a horrible shooting game himself. Had like 16 points, 1 steal, 2 assists, 4 rebounds with 1 offensive rebounds. 12 of 13 from the free throw. 0 of 4 from 3, and 2 of 14 from the field. Yeah, that's really pathetic. It really is. Why I already talked about the bench with both Chimp and Tashai Washington, so there's really ain't much to talk about the bench on what they did. Well, Jay Crowder didn't do much either, so there ain't no point. It was just like hit 2 threes and that was it. Yeah, the rest of them, I'm not blaming like the rest of the bench. It's just certain players that's on there need to know better. Just put it that way. Now we're gonna go to the Magic player status. Yeah, I apologize again for yarning. Jonathan Isaac with ended up getting the start with 10 points, 3 blocks, 1 steal, 2 assists, 8 rebounds with 2 offensive rebounds, 2 of 7 from the three, and 4 of 11 from the field. Pablo Benchero led had the game high and led the team with 26 points, 7 assists, 11 rebounds, so double double for him. 8 of 9 from the free throw, 2 of 6 from three, and 8 of 19 from the field. I think that Franz Wagner, if I say it right, yeah, Franz Wagner, had 25 points. I really didn't score anything in the first quarter. Uh, he had 3 steals, 3 assists, 5 rebounds with 1 offensive rebounds. Perfect 4 for 4 from the free throw, 1 of 5 from three, and 10 of 21 from the field. Okay. The bench did better than our bench, so not surprised. But anyways, Mo Wagner did play. I'm surprised he didn't start. But anyways, he had 10 points, 1 assist, 1 rebound, 5 of 6 from the field. Well, you got Wendell Carter Jr. Coming off the bench with 7 points, 2 rebounds, both offensive, perfect 1-on-1 from three, and 3 of 3 from the field. And I think that's Cole Anthony with led their bench with 13 points, 2 steals, 4 assists, 5 rebounds with 2 offensive rebounds, 2 of 2 from the free throw, 1 of 3 from three, and 5 of 9 from the field. So once again, the final score: Milwaukee 88, Orlando 113, and the series is tied 2 apiece for the regular season series. We will recap on the season with Bucks and Magic. Game one in November 11th. Magic did beat the Bucks 112-97. And now the game in December 21st, the second game in Milwaukee, Bucks beat the Magic 118-114. I'm going to say 4 days ago, they had the Bucks Bucks beat the Magic 117-99. And of course today Bucks 88, Magic 113. So the final records of the season we will talk about. Only one good news that Milwaukee won the Central Division. So once again they're the Central Division champs. So probably the only one good thing that happened with them today. And but thanks to Cleveland's loss today against well, yeah, they lost to Charlotte. So yeah, I was surprised about that one. So it's like Milwaukee with the, one, Cleveland two, Indiana three, and they all within like games between each other, well, except for Chicago, which Chicago is in the play-in, and Detroit is just dead last period. And for the first time, yeah, very first time, Orlando won the Southeast Division. So first time in a long time for them. Got Miami a game behind them, and you got Atlanta that's in the play-in too. Wait a minute, are they? Oh, I'm about to say Chicago tied with them, but guess not. So we're gonna go full standings. Let's talk about our sponsors. Art from the Heart. If you're interested in, fan art like comic books or drawing from cartoons and stuff like that, look for Art from the Heart on Facebook. Another sponsor, Moving Dudes. If you're trying to move, if you're in Wisconsin, and if you're also in Florida, if you're trying to look to move within those states, give them a call and they will help you with your move. 414-807-4299. And Tim Martrell sent you. And Toy Dimension, another new sponsor. If you're interested in like toys or just like having collectibles like action figures or stuff from like, they got action figures like from the comic books as well. Also, if you like comic books, they do have them as well. So you get opportunity to check them out. Um, New WWE is trash. Why do you say that? Why the new WWE is trash? So I want to get your answer from that. So we are going to talk about wrestling in a minute, but as I was saying about the sponsor, Toy Dimension. If you're in Milwaukee area, check them out. 5925 West North Avenue in Milwaukee. So if you like collecting certain figures for like maybe like you like collecting X-Men or stuff from the comic books and stuff like that, check them out. Okay, now let's try to get to the season status with it's too fake. Um oh, I see. You like the early 2009 to 2012. Why would you think that it's too fake where wrestling is predetermined, but the move they do is not like fake? Like, should I like hit you in the chair real hard and see how that feels? Would you call it fake then? But going back to like 2009 to 2012, like I said, I enjoy those years. I ain't gonna lie. But I think it's now better because you don't have a type of person that expect for like or have to look for that certain person to be the top guy because it's always had to be like the big guys and stuff like that. And you got people that's average height and average weight that can actually walk the floor with some of these guys. So that's changed, and you got like somebody like with like Cody Rhodes, the right height, maybe in a decent way, but he's not like built like big or anything like that. And you got somebody like that being champion, and that just goes to show that if you try to get in the business, if you're really that good, anyone, could be champion. That's just the way I see it. So I don't know, but I do agree that 2009 to 2012 were very good. It's PG. They made it for the younger generation and turned the older crowd away. Well, I wouldn't say that because I'm in my 40s and I still enjoy wrestling, WWE, AEW, TNA, wherever. Like, I still enjoy it because, like, I learned from, because they bring up new characters, well, new people up and like new gimmicks and stuff like that. And you still get interested in them and you hoping, okay, I like this person. I hope they make it. So it's not that it's turned like PG and stuff like that. It's because it's a lot of business that you got to do, and especially if you have like prom- promotions that they got to go by. They answer to sponsors. They also answer to the boards and stuff like that to have to do certain things in a certain way. So in a way, you can't get upset with that because everybody in business is people are in business just to make money. So it may be it may be not good. Like you may not like the PG of WWE, but they're still making money. Like let's just say for instance, like with the pandemic, for example. Let's just say they ran through the pandemic and it was okay for everybody like to go in front of shows and stuff anyway, but the pandemic was still going on like it was in 2021. A lot of stuff that they've been doing around that time is like they bring fans back and it's like you hate to see something like that to happen again, so hopefully it don't happen again. Then you be end up being upset. It's just like, okay, we can't go to these shows because this happened and this happened in the pandemic. So I think people more like tune into it now because they don't want to miss it, which I can kind of understand that. And the older crowd, I wouldn't even like say like, oh, they turn away the older crowd because it'll be sad if be like some of the older crowd, like I was in my teens and be like, we're stuck on the attitude era and they should go back to that. You can't duplicate some errors that has happened in the past. You can't do that because it'll be like you just try to run the same thing over and over again. It's like what you trying to get out of what you trying to get out of it for it being like TV 14 and stuff. It's gonna be running through the same thing over and over again. And at least with like certain companies like WWE, there's some things they're trying to change. I'm about to say there was one time on Raw, like MVP was saying this is BS, but he actually said the whole word. They didn't block that. It's like y'all gotta learn when it comes to like PG, when it comes to TV, there are certain things you can get away as saying and doing, especially with the yeah, I was gonna say it also depends on the network too. And plus depending on the time of day it is too. So it's PG to a certain extent. So we just put it that way. So hopefully that, answer like my view on that. But anyways, let's get back to this. The standings that we was going to do about the NBA. Boston. We're not going to talk about their wins and stuff. We're just going to talk about their records. And I think talk about the winnings and stuff now is like no point. So we're gonna do it this way. Boston, of course, best record in the NBA and first in the East, uh 64-18. Um I think that the only team in the NBA that got 60 wins. Man, that's saying something. Um New York Knicks, the only team in the East that reached the 50 wins, and they're in second. They're 50 and 32. Of course, Milwaukee is now in third, and probably what some of y'all see like, why was the Y for? I'll tell you that in a second. So, because at first in the beginning, before maybe like nearly a month ago, Boston Celtics did clinch their division, but then again, this could have been a couple of weeks ago that Boston Celtics has clinched their division. That's why you saw the Y on there earlier, but you see the starter now. I believe the star means the best record in the NBA. I believe that's what it is. Yeah, clinched best league record. Kind of figure that, and y'all probably just saw like what the Y is for. For the Bucks, the Y, and Orlando got it too. That means they clinched their division. And there's only like three divisions in the each conference. So, anyways, Milwaukee Bucks 49-33 are they are once again the Central Division champions. Cleveland is in fourth. They're 48-34. Orlando Magic, of course, they clinched their division, which was a long time coming for them. 47-35. It's a three-way tie for fourth, but seems like Orlando had more of the advantage. Um, so Orlando's in fifth. Indiana Pacers are in sixth. They're 47-35 as well. Philadelphia 76ers are in seventh, 47-35. Miami is in eighth. They are 46-36. Chicago Bulls is in nine. There's 39-43. And Atlanta is in 10th with 36-46. So the play-in for the East is Wednesday, and the play-in for the West is Tuesday for those teams. But we'll talk about like the West in a minute. But so it's gonna be the 76ers versus the Heat. And I think that'll be the first game that's on. And I think that's 6:30. Then you got the Hawks and Bulls going against each other, where a winner moves on and the loser gets eliminated between Chicago and Atlanta on Tuesday. But for Philadelphia and Miami, they're playing for the seventh seed. So whoever wins, they take the seventh seed, and whoever loses got to fight for the eighth seed. Whoever wins between Chicago and Atlanta. Just put it that way. Of course, you got Brooklyn, Toronto, Charlotte, Washington, and Detroit all eliminated. So they got the rest of the season off. Oh, okay, let me see that. Oh, okay. Okay, so now the West looks, a little bit different, and some parts got moved around just like it did in the East. You have Oklahoma City Thunder. They clinched the conference, regardless, them tied with Denver, but Oklahoma City Thunder got the advantage. They're 57-25, so is Denver. Denver is in second. Oh, I take it. Oklahoma City Thunder, Denver, and Minnesota must be in the same division. So I guess that's why, they didn't clinch. So that makes a lot of sense. Okay, now let's get to Minnesota. They're in third with 56-26. So, okay, I got to go back. I'm sorry. I didn't explain, who's facing who. Only thing I did was the 7th and 8th. So, Boston and New York will end up facing whoever wins in, the 7th and 8th seed. The Bucks will go against the Indiana Pacers in the first round, and Cleveland is going against Orlando Magic in the first round. So, will Cleveland get upset like they did last year? We would see because New York upset Cleveland last year, and the Bucks were the first seed last year and got upset by Miami. So, were there any be? I can see I can see a couple of upsets going on in the East. So, things possibility. But now back to the West. Los Angeles Clippers, they clinched their division and they're the fourth seed with 51 and 31. Dallas Mavericks, they clinched their division as well with 50 and 32. Phoenix and New Orleans are tied, but Phoenix Suns got the sixth seed with 49 and 33. Same thing with New Orleans Pelicans, but they're in the play-in tournament. They're seventh. Los Angeles Lakers, they no one's able to say they kind of moved up. They were from ninth to eighth. So yeah. Sacramento Kings are 46 and 36. Same thing with Golden State. But the Kings got the I guess they got the season series win against the Warriors. Both teams are, of course, ninth and 10th. They're both in the play in. And there's gonna be a couple upsets here too in the play in. New Orleans probably, possibly can, take the seventh seed. It'll be, let's just say, Lakers and Golden State. And let's just say like somehow Warriors beat the Kings and it'll be Warriors and Lakers. That's a possibility. Um, but after that, like I said, the Pelicans, Lakers will go against each other on Tuesday, and so is Kings and Warriors. And I was saying the East like play in and stuff like that will go against each other on Wednesday. Then the final two games, like for the AFC and the East and West, they will play on Friday. Then the season really starts. Well, the playoffs, I should say, really starts this Saturday. Of course, Houston, Utah, Memphis, San Antonio, and Portland are eliminated from playoff contention. So not much to explain on that. And if y'all hold on a minute, I'm gonna try to see if there's some wrestling news. If not, then we're gonna talk about let's see, no. Uh I think y'all also probably forgot, Natalia's on her contract is up in a couple of months. And I'm surprised that they didn't talk about renewing it or anything like that just yet. Who knows what they're gonna do with that part? Um Bailey talks about changing WWE new era under Triple H. Say fans have pushed for it. Yeah, that's true. Let's see. Yeah, maybe they continue in Bloodsport. Um, let's see. Stupid feud. I'm not even gonna talk about it. Um, yeah, if y'all saw like Friday, I think it was the tag team match with Bianca Belair and Jay Cargill going against Chelsea Green and Piper Niven. Um, you see, they're kind of set themselves up for like going for the women's tag title, which neither of them hasn't hold yet. Of course, Bianca Belair will hold like multiple women's titles. Of course, she hasn't hold a tag team title yet. So yeah, interesting. Let's put it that way. And oh yeah, New Japan Pro Wrestling was going on in Chicago this past Friday. And John Moxley is the new IWGP World Heavyweight Champion, which is Japan's World Wrestling's World Champion. I don't know why they just say it like that instead of just IWGP. I don't know. I don't get that. Um, story. Yada yada yada. Um, let's see. Of course, we're going to also talk about probably in the coming week we're going to talk about TNA's Rebellion pay per view, which would be this coming Saturday. Then you got AEW Dynasty, which would be this coming Sunday. So yeah, a couple of pay per views that will be going on this coming weekend that we're going to talk about. I will do like a review and stuff. I probably will do the the TNA one on Thursday. Then probably would do the AEW Dynasty one. Talk about that pay per view, and either Friday or Saturday night. So watch out for those videos that's coming up here on YouTube, Twitch, and also on the podcast, which y'all probably listening through like Spotify, Stitcher, wherever you find your podcast from. Um, Also, you got a chance, you guys, please like share these channels, share this podcast, let people know that we're around. Because if they like pro wrestling content, and also if they like Walkie Butts content, they will like Wrestling Fans Speak Out. So you guys on Twitch, just look for WFSO, and you'll find us on there and check out some of our past episodes and stuff. Same thing with you guys on YouTube. Please like and subscribe. Try and get to 400 at least by the end of the month. And please like the channel. Well, like this video, it'll help the channel. And don't forget to check out our past videos too with you know, wrestling content and also with Milwaukee Bucks content. Same thing for you guys that's listening on the podcast. Um Find Wrestling Fans Speak Out on your podcast and subscribe with like episodes and stuff like that. So just please support the channel. We can't do this without you guys. Okay, you already saw that they kind of changed on SmackDown. They really changed the background of it. Well, the stage, I should say, they changed that and it looks a little bit different. And I ain't got no problem with it. I'm thinking that maybe I don't know if Raw is going to be like the same thing as they did on Monday, but Fridays were a little bit different. Like they did, had kind of like had a screen in the background. But they like go through with it. But the screen wasn't as high as it normally would if it was on the part of their stage. So yeah, it was way different. So I ain't gonna lie to you, it is like way different, and hey, I like it. Um, they also had like a number one contender for the WWE title. So that's what I'm gonna start calling it now. That's what it is. And that's what they're calling it, the undisputed WWE title. They're calling it that. I'm calling it that. Well, I'm kind of like trying to get over the Universal part of it, but I don't know. That's just me. But anyways, They this past Friday they did have a match of that like two set of matches, like two triple threat matches to determine, the number one contender. Well, whichever person that won one of the two matches will get to face each other this coming Friday on SmackDown. And the winners end up being I think AJ Styles won the main event match, and LA Knight ended up winning the first match. It was between what's it LA Knight, um Bobby Lashley, and Santos Escobar. So it seems like the Pride, which is Bobby Lashley, Street Profits, and Beef Fab, is going to go against Tasma. I can't say their whole name real good, so I'll just say the Tasma. So that's what I'm calling it. So just thing on to new feud. Then AJ Styles won between the triple threat match that he had between him, Kevin Owens, and Rey Mysterio. And I got a feeling that with Paul, Logan Paul, and AJ Styles, not AJ Styles, but Logan Paul and Kevin Owens, it's not over. Got to have him like chase the title at least. Like, come on now. I don't know. That's just me. Uh oh yeah, longtime WWE employee and the Warrior Award winner suddenly got let go. So yeah, I don't think y'all want to talk about that. Let's see. Oh yeah, for those that don't know, the TV show Heels was on Stars. Like recently they were saying it's got canceled, but it's now got a chance that it will revive and have a new season through Netflix. So Netflix have brought it, and they're gonna start with doing their own thing. They're probably gonna keep the same cast and stuff, but might be like a different storyline after that. Cause where some things like if you buying like a show from another network, then you try to do some changes on there. So I can kind of understand that why they do that. So oh, Kelly interested in wrestling again. Cool. Um, well, as y'all know, like middle of last week, that Matt Hardy is now a free agent. Um, this is from what Hazel, my wife, had told me that Rebby Hardy had like she had her TikTok channel. And I guess she was explaining about what they was trying to do with between AEW and Matt Hardy. Uh, they want him to do like same amount of matches and same amount of trips or whatever. But unfortunately, they want to pay him lower. So they couldn't agree on anything, and now he's a free agent. So you, I don't think he should call his career over because he can still go. But hopefully, he goes somewhere where he can have like an opportunity, to wrestle more and can still go. So if he have an opportunity, maybe like he sticks to the indies if he wants to, or he can like go. Oh, maybe TNA will welcome him back, and maybe we'll have like one more world title run. Yeah, because he's been a TNA champion before. He won it twice, so he can have like a run on that if they do it. But who knows? There are a lot of things going on, like in wrestling wise, between what now and in the summer. A lot of stuff can happen. Oh yeah, I already told y'all about that. Like the tag titles. Piper Niven and Chelsea Green were in the tag match this past Friday, and Piper Niven with her return. Uh, Yeah, yes, okay. I kind of knew. Oh, it was a hand injury she suffered in January. Okay, okay, so I understand that. At least she wasn't out for long. Wait, okay, okay. They got the official date because y'all, if y'all saw this past Monday on Raw, that Sheamus was gonna return to WWE, but if they should be on Raw, but I'm not sure they showed on SmackDown because I didn't see it because I was watching the Bucks game. So let's see. Okay, oh, he had a shoulder injury. Oh, okay. I guess that kind of explains it. I thought he was just taking time off because of him getting married. That's what I thought, but I guess it was more than that. Uh, so they were just mainly just saying like Sheamus may, a return, maybe he may be going to the Raw brand and maybe challenging for the Intercontinental title, which is a title that he hasn't won. Like he wants like well, besides the upgrades to the world title and the WWE title. Well, if you want to count like the old titles that they had, like the WWE title and the World Heavyweight title, you can count those and kind of like the same thing, but the new looks of it. So that'd be different. So we'll see where he goes from there and see what he does. Or they're probably gonna wait until like the end of this month for the draft. They could do that. Um, trying to see if there's anything else to talk about before we end the show. But for you guys that was on YouTube, like asking the questions and stuff like that, I appreciate it. I don't mind doing like a little segment like that just to talk about like your opinions on either Milwaukee Bucks basketball or WWE. I don't mind talking about that. So just come on and chat. Either you can chat with me while I'm live on Twitch or if I'm on live on YouTube. Just seeing if there's anything more added to. Oh yeah, not this coming weekend, but next weekend should be interesting because what they got going on in Chicago is C2E2. I didn't go to the one last year, but I went to the one the year before. And yeah, it was like a lot of names that was like there that I got to meet. So, like Sasha Banks was there. Well, Mercedes Moet, I should call her. That's what she's called now. So she was there and I met her. And I think it's a funny story that, how the picture had turned out. Um, it was still like kind of like in the pandemic, but it was like the time that, they was letting people, you know, if they had the option that they want to wear a mask or not. So it came to that. But the situation with the picture I took with her was like she was maybe like about like 5 feet, 5, 6 feet away from me. And she did that. I wasn't the only person she did that to, but she did it to like everybody else that took a picture with her. Most of everybody else. There were a few people that she let them get close or whatnot. They took a picture with her and whatever. But I know people wanted my feelings on that, and I was just saying like as long as I got a photo with her, that was fine. Although it'd probably be the only like one of the rare things that's gonna happen that that distance. But I just take it as, whatever. So no, I'm happy with the picture. But the funny thing is like somebody on might as well call it X now, because formerly known as Twitter, they somebody had made a photo of me and Mercedes like close together. So somebody, modified the picture and did that. And I did save that too. I did save that picture. So whoever that person that did it on Twitter, well, X, I appreciate it. It just made it interesting, and just sucks, some people's pictures came out like that. But anyways, let's see. Trish Stratus was there. Finally got to meet her and met Lita for the second time, because the first time I did meet her, I did have a picture with her. But while I was, yeah, I think it was like my first time down there when I met her. I think it was like about 2019, I believe. But yeah, I couldn't find that picture the first time, so I ended up just, getting another one with her. So it all worked out. They did have the combo of, you can take pictures with Trish and Lita, but part of me was just like, nah, I'm not gonna do that. Just like one of them solo, but maybe like one day in the near future, end up going to, they probably had them together at WrestleCon or something like that, or if they have opportunity to bring them again in C2E2, who knows? They also had a combination of Mercedes and, might as well say, Naomi now. Also, well, her real name Trinity, because Naomi was there too, and I didn't get a picture with her because I already had a picture with her. So, but like they also had, the combination of both Mercedes and Naomi, but that's pretty good. They also had at the time, I think Mick Foley was, yeah, he was there too. But it was like already had a picture with him too, so it was no need. And I think somebody else was there too. I think no, John Cena was there last year. Yeah, it was somebody else that I just can't remember. It was a lot of people there. I did also meet CM Punk there when he was AEW champion. Uh, they said Scott Steiner was there, but I couldn't find the table that he was at. So Dan Housen was there, but I was like, I'm gonna catch him another time, because I'm like, he's always down there in Chicago, so it's like I'm gonna catch him eventually. I think it was somebody else too that they had, but I think that was pretty much it. So it was a decent thing that, they had, pictures with people. Um, but now, like, ever since, after the pandemic, they haven't been working that much with WWE, and like having, like, taking photos with WWE stars. They working with, maybe a few like former WWE stars, and work they mostly, working with AEW now. So I don't know. In the past couple of years, I got like, half the roster already of AEW from them being here in the past like couple of years. So I got like, half the roster already. Uh I would say I got a majority of the roster, because some of them were like in WWE and got them too. There's only like a few people. I think it's like maybe like just a handful of people left that I need to get a picture with. One of them is NJF. He's gonna be there on next not this coming Sunday, but next Sunday, like 2 weeks from tonight. I might as well just say, yeah, 2 weeks from tonight. Well, today I should say. He's gonna be there that day. Mustafa Ali will be there that Sunday. He's another person I need to get. And Well, Iconics, aka Inspiration. When they was in TNA, they was called Inspiration. Peyton Royce and Billy Kay, which is known as Jessica McKay and Cassie Lee. So they'll be there on Sunday. But they do got a full lineup on who's gonna be there. You know, not this coming weekend, but next weekend. But look at the lineups of stuff that they got. I know Julia Hart and is gonna be there Friday, and they also gonna have was it, I think Brody King, I believe his name is. He's gonna be there. Ricky Starts and Dan Hossing will be there Friday and Saturday, so you will catch them too. Or you got two times to catch them. But also who's gonna be there? I think Samoa Joe's gonna be there Friday. I think he's there Friday only. Stain's gonna be there. I think he's gonna be there Friday and Saturday. No, Samoa Joe's gonna be there Friday and Saturday. You know what? I'm gonna pull that up. Probably gonna do this before we, go off the air and stuff like that. Sorry. And I got a few minutes left on the let's see if I can hurry up and do this right quick. I don't think they show all of them too, but let's go to this right quick and hey, you'll see Simone Joe. Let me click him right quick. I'm trying to make sure if he's like on Friday and Saturday. Okay, they just took me to guess. Fair enough. So yeah, they got a lot of people going on, a lot of stuff going on. As y'all see, Cassie Lee from Iconics gonna be there Saturday and Sunday. Yeah, Brody King. That's what I knew. I had the name right. Sorry, but they this is what they always do with the website and stuff like that. Okay, yeah, Brody King will be there Friday as I expect as it was posted. Yeah, they're not gonna have everybody on here, so yeah, Dan Hossing was another one that's gonna be there Friday and Saturday. Uh, Jason McKay, okay. Yeah, Julia Hart, like I said, she's just gonna be there on Friday. There's more, but you probably gotta look at C2E2's Facebook page for like more information. They'll get you the full dates of them AEW like who's gonna be there. Thanks to Pro Wrestling Tees. Okay, Samoa Joe was Friday and Saturday. Okay, so I think Sting is on Saturday only. Yep, Sting is on Saturday. Okay, that's all I need to know. So, okay, I'm gonna end this video. Once again, thank you guys for watching, and for those who had chatted with me on through YouTube, thank you for the chats. Please like, subscribe. Also share the channels and share the podcasts and stuff like that as well. And as I said, thanks to our sponsors again, Moving Dudes, Art from the Heart, and Toy Dimension. So thank those guys, and until the next video, in the next podcast. You guys have a good one and see you next time. Well, I should be on next week.